All right, folks, as always, raise your hand when the mic to you. Start across John.
Cal, what makes Emmanuel so good? Those shots down the stretch, clutch.
Well, he had that two in that corner were big. You know, he's a confident kid, and what he does, he spends so much time in the gym. He expects to make it. See, if you know you're not giving 100%, you're not spending the time you can. You still look in the mirror. And if you're giving 80%, and then you get in a game and it doesn't play out for you, you know, kid lives in the gym. He's kind of like Tyler here. He's like Shea Alexander. Those guys, he's just like them. The guys, the energy, he finishes first on every run. He's built his own. I mean, and you know, the last one, it's kind of tough when we knew we were going to run something like that, and then when I call a timeout, and you're the guy shooting the ball, and then I ice you, and you're my guy, and he still makes it. But I didn't feel comfortable. You know, I had the timeouts, and I didn't feel comfortable not using one right there to make sure, because I got some guys that sometimes say, I didn't hear that. So I did it 7 times. Did everybody hear it? So.
Stand right here with Daryl.
Cal, better today it appeared from EJ, Khalil was better. How much of
Keon was better. They were all better.
How much does peer pressure come into play when everybody else is doing well, so it's time for me to step up and do my thing?
No, it kind of works the other way sometimes, but what I keep saying is, please let me coach you. You got to shut the clutter down. I was so happy for Khalil today. Now, you may have looked and said, well, he missed shots. They were all the shots we want him to take. Instead of passing that up and trying to throw a ball, just shoot it. And the second thing, that was a block. He went in and blocked it. That's what I want him to do. That's who you are. Go for balls. Now, again, I was trying to win the game, so I can't experiment. The game was too close. And those 3 guards deserve to play. You know, Tyrese is still learning. He still makes high school plays. You know, drives baseline, throws a bounce pass to Nick. To Nick, 7 foot, head on the square, he throw a bounce pass so the other guards can go in there and grab it. Well, he was open. Oh my gosh, stop, sit, you're all right. I wasn't happy with Ashton. See, I think Ashton's the best point guard in the country. I think we have 3 point guards, by the way. But I think and the reason is, he is a tough defender, pick and roll defense, he'll rebound, he can get in the lane, he has a good twitch, which means if someone's open late, he'll find you. He's shooting the ball better. But I didn't think he brought it to the level. Now, I made him this morning. Normally we don't shoot around. I made him shoot around this morning. Because there was a gut feeling like, if he ain't ready, I see Evansville all over. He didn't play that game. We're not. So I'm on him, and he's 15, 9, and 9. He's almost a triple-double. And I said, that's how much I think of you. You're a triple-double, and I'm saying you're better. You're still undisciplined, both offensively and defensively. You make 4 or 5 plays a half that hurt our team, and only because of discipline. But, you know, he's getting better. Believe me, Nick, a double-double. We didn't go to them. They scored 44 in the post. We scored 20, but many of them were offensive rebounds. They just crashed and got it. And the second thing was when they drove, for some reason I had 3 guys go at the ball. The guy guarded him and 2 others were leaving. I'm like, why are you all going that way? And they were dropping it off to a guy under the basket. So it wasn't really they posted it up and scored. It was on that, or it was on an offensive rebound.
Or that's out there.
Cal, their coach was saying that they've made you all take threes and you all made them, and that was the difference. How did you caution your guys against not trying to force it up, particularly a guy like Hayden who made a couple early?
Well, that's about, I mean, everybody's game plan is going to be try to make us take threes, but, you know, you have Emmanuel, you have Nate, you have Tyrese, and even Ashton. So, I mean, we can make them, but we're one of those teams that we get to the foul line, we get you in foul trouble, we'll take threes, but it's not how we play. My problem with that, historically, the NCAA tournament is a one-and-done tournament. And if you're taking 33s a game, there's going to be a game where you don't make them in those 6, and your chances to win it are done. That's just me. I may be wrong. There may be teams that have taken that many in one. I'm not comfortable that way. And it's the same thing, stretching out the defense too much. At the end of the day, can you give them one tough shot and rebound? And then you create good shots for yourself. And if they're threes, we took 15. We didn't take 25, we took 15. Our job was to keep them in transition from getting threes. And when they got them, they made them. That was the whole thing for us. But I told Nate after the game, no one, I said, do we play you again? He says, no. I said, thank goodness. I said, there's no one that wants to play Alabama right now. They're taking 30-some threes. They're making shots from 4 different positions. They're driving the ball. And, you know, when you have Herbert Jones doing what he does, I told him after the game, the way you play and your energy and your effort, that is a skill. That's a skill. And the way he did it, look, we're done. If we have to play him again, it'll be in the tournament, and I will dread that if we have to.
Michael, second round.
Cal, go back to talking about the easy shots that Alabama was having. Is it because the team's out of position, or is it because of something else completely different? How do you change it defensively for the rest of the season?
Well, they had 3 back cuts. John Petty got one. One was on Ashton. One was on Emmanuel. One was on Khalil, but he blocked it. Then they had offensive rebounds, and then they had where we sent 3 guys to the ball. That's just an error on our part. Again, now you're saying all these open shots, they shot 36% for the game, but they did shoot 19% from the 3. So if we'd have done that, they would have shot 20% and 0%. I mean, we broke down some, but you know, we can block shots. We're long. I like our guards. They can stay in front of people. But yeah, you can't send 3 guys to a normal college player. Will say, I got 3 guys on me. I'm just throwing it to anybody, which is what they did.
Thanks, second round, run right.
Coach, you did seem to do a good defensive job on Kyrie. He could really get to the rim quickly. How much pressure is it when they have the shooters in transition, plus the point guard like that, and how did you feel?
It's hard. You know that what they do is they're unique. Like he laughed because Nate said before the game, this looking like a Memphis team when I was there, and I said, you're running the dribble drive better than I ever ran it. And what they're doing in transition, even there, we weren't relying on threes. I had Chris Douglas and, you know, Antonio Anderson. I had those kind of guys. Derrick Rose wasn't a three-point shooter. We were more of an attack. But what he's doing in transition is they are trying to get a 3 in transition. All of us teach, run to the rim, go back, protect the basket, run. None of us run out. So they are running, and you go in, and here comes Kyra, and he gets in the lane, and all of a sudden, he's open. They're scoring 40% of their threes in transition. I've never seen it before. Like, even if you get a layup, you throw it to the guy in the corner, he makes a 3. So he's doing it. It's hard when you have 2 days or a day to prepare for that. I'm telling you, we had 2 days, and believe me, I told guys, you have a choice. You can make people dribble, or you can guard them with your hand.